Hey, konnichiwa-san, it's Gray from Makasashi's tea house over in Japan. How are you doing? You good? Are you Genki? Well, here we go. Look at me. Look at Marvel. Yeah, that's right. I thought I was out and they pulled me back in. I've got a review of the Infernal HULK issue 1, which dropped today, Wednesday, the 26th of November, 2025. It's priced at $4.99. Written by Phil Kennedy Johnson, and it's got fantastic art by Nick Klein, so it's the same team for most of the last series of Immortal Hulk. I wish they could have kept Klein on regularly though, without having the fill-in artists, but I digress. Let's check who the colorist is. Colors are by Matthew Wilson, letters by VC's Cory Petit. The main cover on the left, the A cover, is Nick Klein, and I've chosen the Dan Panosian variant foil cover here. Let's see who's the editor. Editor is Jordan D. White. Okay, so we're back, and I'm back with Marvel. I'm going to give this a chance because you can probably tell by my enthusiasm in my voice, I really enjoy this issue. This is a barn-stomping, all-out action and body horror issue of Hulk. So if you like your Hulk with a flavour of horror, with a strong flavour of horror, let's say, I think you're going to enjoy this. There's some really, really beautiful art by Nick Klein, really detailed, and it's complemented by the fantastic colours by Matthew Wilson. Some great letters, which I don't normally shout out, but some of the onomatopoeia, as they say, the huge sound effects are really well done by Cory Petit. So yeah, let's just get into it. We warn you, there will be spoilers. I'm going to go through the whole issue. I don't show every panel, but I'm going to show most of the story and give you a guided tour through it, as it were. So yeah, it's a spoiler warning. If you want to skip to the end of this video, you can get my score there without spoiling the issue. But come on, I know, you're hungry for more, aren't you? You want to see what it's all about. So please keep watching. Here we go. Okay, we start off with the title page. It's the credits page, but I just wanted to show this cool image. I've got to show it half and half because, yeah, just to get it big on the screen. This is the Infernal Hulk, #1, sat on his throne, this crazy green, almost like lightning bolt scar going through his body. Let's scroll down and see what the recap is. For eons untold, the Mother of Horrors was imprisoned in a pocket dimension, locked behind a gate none but the one below all could open. Using Hulk as their vessel, the being known as Eldest finally opened her mother's prison, but found her withered, mindless and broken. Eldest consumed their mother's flesh, imbuing Hulk's body with the primordial seed of corruption that once created the Great Old Ones. As the Infernal Hulk rises, a new age of Earth begins, the age of monsters. There you go, that's, I guess, Phil Kennedy Johnson with his very almost like biblical narration here. It's summing up the end of the last issue, or the last couple of issues of Immortal Hulk. If you did read that. If you didn't, I hope it makes sense, but basically, yeah, Hulk is not Hulk anymore. He's being possessed by this Eldest thing, this kind of weird spirit, this being. It's taken hold of Hulk's body and it's trying to basically resurrect the Mother of Horrors. I quite like that reference to the Great Old Ones. You're talking Lovecraftian, Cthulhu references here. Okay, let's get on with the story and a look at the art, the fantastic art, as I've already mentioned, from Nick Klein. Oh my goodness, what a start this is. Here we go. The story opens in Red Creek, Kentucky. We've got two workers just finishing a day's work. They're going back home. Bit of a banter here. When they hear a loud noise in the distance, it starts off as a boom and then some kind of like, how do you even say this word? Rolling R's, which turns into a siren. The hell is that? It's an old evacuation siren that they've never heard before because one of them says they've never used it before as he races off in his truck. The scene then switches to now and it's night. There's a hard rain coming down. Great art here by Nick Klein. I love this. I love the way he draws military. We can see one of the workers who was there before. The top panel in the middle, the guy with the beard. Someone's talking. It ain't really him. He's coming up on Bravo team. We get like random bits of conversation from the soldiers. I saw him on TV with the Avengers once. He looked kind of scary, but... We hear that the last bus has just cleared the town. It's empty now, except for them. Then we find out this guy's name, the soldier with the beard, is called Bridger. We're giving the town time to get clear. That's the job, and we're doing it, okay? I love this slow build-up, the tenseness, the pressure, the stress. It's slowly building, it's rising, the tension. We hear someone shouting out, 1,000 meters in the background. Something's getting closer. What's your name? Dorsey, sir. I can see your name tape. What's your name? Oh, it's Travis. He's trying to reassure Travis here. I know it's scary as hell, but I'm going to look out for you, okay? Then we hear the shout, incoming! Oh, God, I can see him. The real one's going to save us, you'll see, says somebody. And look at this panel on the left here. It's so simple but so effective. Look at the sky. You can see this shape, this Hulk shape in a lighter colour is dropping down towards them. Doom. I love the way they've chosen to use a sound effect. Not boom, but doom. That just describes it all, doesn't it? Doom has come. Doom has arrived. As we see, huge explosion as, I guess it's Hulk, even though we can't see him, hits the ground. This is followed by a large, silent panel. But look at the detail in the art here by Klein. Look at the colouring. So good. All the soldiers are surrounding this huge hole, this crater. There seems to be fire or smoke coming out of it. Looks like the Hulk had a hot entry. Slowly, a giant hand rises from the crater. One of the soldiers speaks up. He's stuttering. Dr. Bruce Banner, by the authority of the Department of Defense, we're authorized to... There's no banner here. Oh my God, look at this image. Look at this, come on. Oh, it's fantastic. Look at the Hulk. Let me pan out to show you the whole page. Just look at it. Look at the size of his foot, for God's sake. It's crazy. Brilliant colouring here as well. Really atmospheric. The look of pure horror, of terror in the soldier's face as he asks, What do you want? From you? Pow! The Hulk claps his hands together and explodes the guy's head. It's unbelievable. This is pure body horror. All that Hulk replies is, nothing. Line him up, screams Bridger, and they do. They open fire. Bullets rain down on the Infernal Hulk, but you know, it has no effect, doesn't it? Although we do see a pretty cool, weird ripple or indentation effect on Hulk's arms and body. They're just making him more angry, aren't they? Hulk targets the chopper above, which is raining down heavy fire on him. He leaps. He grabs the blades. What's going to happen next? You know what's coming, don't you? And it is fantastic. It's going to be shown in a double-page spread. I can't even make the sound effect here, but you can imagine it in your head. It's a smackdown. It's a kaboom or a kapow. He just smacks that chopper down on top of tanks, on top of the soldiers. It's just incredible. The detail in this image, guys, girls, I know I'm raving about it, but because it deserves raving about, it's brilliant. Here's a closer look as I zoom in. Look at this. Just brilliant art, mayhem, metal, madness, fire, and just death. Just a warning, it gets more and more gory from here. If you're averse to body horror, then maybe, I don't know, close your eyes, but no, there's no way you're going to do that, is there? We can just see the Hulk going crazy, going mad. He's squashing the soldiers with his bare hands. We see Bridger again protecting his friend, but in a weird moment, Hulk says, I know you. He says that he can see Ginny Dagal, the war devil, behind Bridger's eyes. You little mortal, you belong with us. And then he seems to somehow throw a razor wire, what you call barbed wire, around Bridger. It surrounds his body, it traps him. He grabs one of the other soldiers, again just squashes him with a smile, an evil smile on his infernal face. As his buddy's being crushed by the Hulk's huge hand, he does all he can do and puts him out of his mercy, shoots him. Hulk drops the dead soldier and grabs Bridger. Just you then. Now I can't keep doing this voice, so I'll stop. Thank goodness for that, you all say, but yeah, get some weird lines here where the Hulk is said, okay, I summon the living city of Golgothia, or Golgothia. No idea how to say it. Why can't you write an easy name, PKJ? Anyway, then we see this great image of his hand pushing down on the ground. There's green, God knows what it is, green gamma blood going all over the place. Once I summoned you to the bright towers of Nineveh. I now raise you from the mountain tomb of Udru. All right. The mother of horrors is dead. Her eldest lives. Obey me. Remember, this is not Hulk. This is a possessed Hulk with the Eldest inside it, inside him, talking. Crazy onomatopoeia there. Look at that. It's all rumbling. The whole ground is starting to split. Then there's a page turn to another incredibly detailed double page spread from Nick Klein. Just great, like old god, tentacle, Cthulhu horror going on here as the ground erupts and something huge comes through it. On the next page, we're told it's hours later and it's just death and destruction. Okay, just let me pan out to show you the 2 pages together. We see this like aftermath of, death and destruction. Then it appears to be Bridger, what he's turning into, I'm not sure. He's like getting up and he's staggering down this hill into the valley of what appears to be a huge underground horror city from another dimension. It's just incredible, isn't it? It's so Lovecraftian. The old gods, the ancient ones. Let's zoom in a bit and see the detail. There we see Bridger standing, looking down. You can see some of his fallen comrades, can I use that word? His fallen buddies looking up to him. There's eyes in the buildings. There's like, oh, God knows what, tentacles, bones, smoking tank at the bottom there. Then look at this, look at the top of the city. There's this crazy, almost like pyramid, temple. You can see more eyes and what appear to be flying winged beasts like dragons of horror, dragons of death. You said you'd look out for us, Bridger. Remember, you promised. We got Phil Kelly Johnson pulling the old horror card here, pulling on the heartstrings. You can feel it, the emotion as well as the horror. He let his friends down. But what could he do? What could he have done to stop what has happened? Again, just brilliant detail in the art. It's horrific, it's gory, but yeah, you can see he's turned the Hulk into a proper, full-on horror comic. The final image we see of the Hulk is him sat on this huge throne saying that your king summons you. Great art, great colours, the crazy diagonal green like zigzaggy stripe. It's so eye-catching, isn't it? But there's one more page. We hear a news report playing as we see the Fantastic Four. We also see some of the Avengers. They're talking about an entire mountain collapsing in Kentucky this morning. Local groups blamed it on a coal mine fire, but now we're hearing reports of a superhuman resembling the former Avenger, the Hulk. The Avengers have not yet confirmed Hulk's involvement, or if it is in fact Dr. Bruce Banner. Following this catastrophe, superhuman-related incidents have risen sharply across the globe, and the occult community is calling for society to prepare for a modern age of monsters. Now, that was referenced in the beginning, the recap, if you remember. Some guy in a diner listening to it where he's like, what's anybody supposed to do against something like that? Why are all the biggest, strongest ones always the worst ones? Why can't we ever get a monster who's on our side? And while he's saying this, we see in silhouette, we can't really make out his face, his features, someone who looks like Dr. Bruce Banner. He's got the glasses, he's got the hair, he's wearing a shirt and tie. Next, Atlantis in the Age of Monsters. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story summary. For a score, I'm going to give this a very, very strong 8.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed this. It's a full-on, all-out action issue, and I said movie then. Really full, action-packed issue with lots of horror, a lot of body horror in this. So, just to warn you that this is going to be a horror-looking series. Got 2 more variant covers here. The one on the left is a Stefan Segovia variant. I remember his work from, I think, The Scorched, one of the Spawn series. And on the right, it's the Street Verse by, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I will do my best. Inhyuk Lee has done that. I like the Segovia one. It's much more like, horrific and atmospheric. It's got Hulk's almost got a crazy Mohican going on there as well. Quite like it. Punk rock Hulk. So yeah, I do hope you enjoy the review and my waffles and enjoyed seeing the art. Definitely pick this up if you can get a copy. Get a physical copy for sure. Thanks for watching. I do hope to see you in a future video. This has been Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House, signing off for the night. Matinee.